Welcome, and thanks for joining us at emii.com. I'm Ananya Bhatia with your hedge fund headlines. Today's Monday, December 14th, 2009. George Soros has proposed a plan to lend $100 billion to developing countries to deal with climate change threats. According to the Financial Times, the money for the plan will come from the International Monetary Fund's financial instruments called Special Drawing Rights, or SDRs. The SDRs are used to create liquidity and are a type of basket currency held by countries as part of their reserves. Soros believes the reserves are unnecessary and should be lent to developing countries through a green fund. Dublin-based Culross Global Management has launched a new fund, which will invest in underlying hedge fund managers dealing in credit instruments. According to Reuters, the LT Alpha Fund will invest in 8 to 15 hedge funds that work with inexpensive, yet hard-to-sell credit assets. The fund will also seek to partly use its assets to buy particularly illiquid portions of other hedge funds that have been separated from the main fund to wind down. LT Alpha will only give its investors their money back in 3 equal tranches or over 3 years. It is aiming for annual returns of 15 to 20%. And in more hedge fund news, Lehman Brothers Holdings is expecting to sell 2 real estate private equity funds. According to the Wall Street Journal, Los Angeles-based real estate investment firm PCCP will take over the 2 funds, which have about $2 billion in assets. PCCP will acquire about $1.7 billion in mezzanine loans in taking over the Lehman mezzanine funds. PCCP will include 10 Lehman professionals and will set up an office in New York and rename the fund PCCP and drop the Lehman name. And Carlyle Group has acquired a 40% stake in Medical Park Saglik Hizmet Larry. According to the Wall Street Journal, Carlyle's all-cash investment will be used primarily to finance the Turkish hospitals company's extension and reduce debt. The group is also reportedly planning to acquire stakes in 2 other Turkish companies. The Sansak and Usta groups are still significant investors in Turkey's second-largest healthcare service company. The group is planning to spend about $200 million to construct 7 hospitals in the next 2 years. And that rounds out today's hedge fund headlines. Thanks for joining us on emii.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click onto our hedge funds channel online and read the full stories and latest developments.